Hello guys, my name is F2000000, and today I'm bringing you some Battlefield 3, but first off, how about that intro music, right? Right? Yeah, that was in the blues section, and where I get some of my royalty-free music. You know, royalty-free music's really boring, but sometimes you just find one of them golden songs, and it's just, yes, this is going in. This is going in. But regardless, we're playing some Battlefield 3 today, and well, I chose this gameplay because, well, okay. So this is like, not only was this, I felt like a pretty good representation of team play in terms of like playing the medic and reviving people a lot and making sure to put med kits down all the time and just overall supporting my team. But also, this is like the most chaotic map ever. Like Grand Bazaar, just you can't move. I mean, just look what's going on here, right? So I die here, get revived, there you go, and just look at all the symbols for reviving people. They're everywhere. Like, this is a slaughter fest. I can't even move. There are like 6 people in my direct vicinity, and we just charged in here like we just owned the place and took it down in a matter of seconds. It just wasn't even like a second thought of ours. We just ran in and sprayed everywhere, and I don't know what this guy was doing, okay? And I really don't know what this guy was doing, because, oh, oh man, you won't be needing that anymore, will ya? Anyway, so, come over here, and I expected there to be people. I expected there to be, you know, that they would be actually defending their MCOM, because I don't know what they're doing. They spawn so close to it. But again, I get revived, and I get revived. Oh man, I get revived multiple times in the same life, and I end up getting like 8 kills without dying, which technically isn't a whole lot, but considering it, essentially what it was a shootout where me and my teammates were competing for kills, like sitting there, like it was like us just like clay pigeon shooting. Like, we just waited for them to come out of their cover and just shot them, and whoever got the most points at the end was like the victor. That's what I felt like was going on, because like I don't even know. I don't even think this is a hard map to defend on. I actually, when I attack, find myself to have a lot of difficulty, especially with this first base. Maybe not the bases after that, but especially that first base, and especially B. Just taking that is typically so hard. So I don't know what the issue was at all. But I mean, I guess, you know, maybe we were playing well. Who knows? You know, usually I don't play well. So maybe they just sucked. Who knows? But yeah. And again, like, here's the thing with the medkits. I mean, especially at this spot, I feel like, and like all these little cover like rooms where you can just hang out and take cover while you're waiting to like heal or get ammo, or like, you gotta take advantage of those as much as possible, especially in Rush, where you can just, you know, put down medkits in that area and you will just get so many healing points. Like, and you'll see over the course of this video, you know, my points for getting heals on people just rack up just like crazy. And you can, okay, so here, this route right here, you flank around. Like, I don't know what they, like, this guy, he's just like, no, why? But like, you can't even, I don't get it. Like, not only were they not defending like the main flanking round on this map, but they just, like, we rushed in there and they didn't even head over to take care of it. Like, I don't know what they were doing at this point in time. And here again, like, this choke point too, it's usually pretty easy to defend. I don't know what was going on, but then again, I do go down. And this guy, this medic here, I was sitting there. I remember sitting there and just being like, if you don't revive me, okay, you revived me. It's all good. It's all good. So, now that you're past this base, I feel like the rest of the match is kind of a cakewalk, to be honest. Like, you're not, I mean, there's just, after this, you get this, like, just box, and you can just flank around, like, nobody's business. The MCOMs really aren't that hard to take, and, you know, once you get this far in Rush on this map, especially, I definitely feel like you're just gonna end up being the victor, because there's just no way you can lose at this point. And especially with what's going on here, like, I'm just rushing up right in their face with the F2000000, which, by the way, Okay, so the F20000, excellent weapon. Especially on maps like this. Like, I don't know if, you know, if you're playing something like Caspian Border or like Karg Island, not something I would per se recommend for you to use, but with a reflex and a red dot on a map like this, oh man, it just does so much damage. It's like you're just the close range, and oh there, got him. It's like, okay, so that's swiping. Like when you just swipe when you don't you know, take their tags, you just do the little swipe animation. It's like, it's so it's almost more satisfying than taking the tags. You just go up and you just like kind of take your knife and just kind of like gently caress their back with it. You know, it's like when you slide the slider on an iPhone, when you open the iPhone. Like, I always love doing that. Well, this is kind of like that. That's pretty much what I would compare it to, at least. But you know, and you know, okay, so at this point in time, we're actually starting to encounter some problems here, and I feel like there's that momentum factor of, like, I don't know if you guys have this ever in shooters, especially in like Battlefield and Call of Duty, games like that. I don't know, where you have such a great kill streak and like you just have all this momentum built up, and then you die, and it's like you just obligatory 3 deaths in a row. You are not going to get a good kill streak like that again. It's just not going to happen. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the psychological like makeup of your brain that says like, oh I died. Oh, I died. And you just can't like do it. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like there's that presence of just not being able to like recover after a death, after you have like a big kill streak, and it bothers me so much. It's so frustrating. But you know, and okay, so I don't know. I think probably the main reason that we did have problems at this point is because the spawn was just so far back. Even though, yeah, we could be spawning in our squad, it's like, I don't know, my squad kept dying. I probably wasn't even in the best squad or anything. I probably could have had a better squad, but that's beside the point. And the F20000, like, just the hip fire, you just hip fire in their general direction and you will kill people. It's just the way it works. There's no escaping it. And at that point, you know, you put down those heals and you're just getting points racking up like crazy like that. And hold on. So F20000 fails me, boom, and that wrecks. That gun is just unstoppable. Like, I don't want to say it's kind of the optimal sidearm in almost every situation, but it's kind of the optimal sidearm in almost every situation. And here's why. Because, A, you named on sights, and it's not going to be the best for long range. Like, obviously, like, the 44 Magnum is going to beat it at, like, especially at, like, really long range. But for the most part, in any situation where you would need to use a sidearm, like maybe you're using the 44 Magnum and you're choosing to use your sidearm instead of your primary, like that's good for like if you're maybe playing recon or you have like a shotgun. But if you're like, I mean, the Rex, just close, mid-range, even a little bit long range, is just gonna just dominate, and you can pull it out so fast. It's just got such a great fire rate. It does a ton of damage. The hip fire spread is next to none. I mean, you shoot it and you can just keep firing in that hip fire and just not have to worry about losing a whole lot of hip fire accuracy. And then you've got the fact that it just does a ton of damage. It's like a 2-shot kill. I think it might be a 3. I think it's a 2-shot kill, like to the head, and then a 3. But regardless, you're going pop, 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 and they're dead. I mean, and especially if they're sprinting at you, and it all adds up to be probably the optimal sidearm, because it's just the greatest thing to just like you empty your clip in your primary and you just pull that sucker out and just pop, 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 and they are just gone. I mean, and then you add to the fact that you're usually using a sidearm after you've damaged someone a little bit anyway, and so you're getting like 1s and 2s in terms of how many shots you have to put into him. So, I mean, I don't see any disadvantage to it. I don't know. A lot of people like the M9 and the faster firing, low damage pistols, which I guess could be arguably good if you're good at like, well, okay, so you gotta be really good at aiming, but then you also have to be really good at firing fast, and that's kind of the most important part about it. But you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe some people are good at that. I don't think I'm good at that personally. I would rather just have a revolver that kills in 1 or 2 shots after emptying a clip on some people. But that's just my mentality, I guess. I don't know. And here, as we take the last base. Okay, so I don't know why it took us so long to take this base. There was just this brief period where we kept dying and like going all the way back to the spawn and having to rush all the way forward again. But I mean, again, like I don't know what they were doing exactly. It's felt like almost not even a win to me. But I mean, because it was such a cakewalk, like, and I didn't even do very well either. I mean, I went 13-4, which isn't bad at all, but I don't think it's exceptional in, like, any way. But, yeah, that's going to be a wrap for this video. I will see you guys later, and look forward to more Battlefield 3 content for sure. I'm definitely going to be making more of that. So, yeah.